Our third inventor is Rebecca T. Swenning, and she received a total of 2 U.S. patents. However, she was born in Denmark about 1862 and came over to the U.S. with her immediate family in 1865. It is not clear where the Swenning family first settled, but the 1880 census showed them living in Monroe, Iowa, either in Shelby or Jasper counties. Monroe is about 29 miles southeast of Des Moines. It is interesting to use various records from the company Ancestry to determine the various places Rebecca lived. A list of these locations follow: 1880, Monroe, Iowa; 1885, Panama, Iowa; 1889 to 1890, Des Moines; 1891 to 1892, Peoria, Illinois; 1900, San Francisco; 1905 to 1910, Los Angeles; 1915, San Francisco at 436 Hayes; 1920, Los Angeles; 1921, Los Angeles; 1925, Santa Monica in the Los Angeles area; 1928, Santa Monica. Rebecca T. Swenning lived at 2022 Broadway. 1933, San Bernardino, where she died on January 2nd, age 71. San Bernardino is about 60 miles due east of Los Angeles. Rebecca's first invention at the time she lived in Des Moines, Iowa, resulted in patent US 432151. It was entitled Transparent Watercolor Paint and was filed January 8, 1890. She received the patent July 15, 1890. The patent office indeed moved rapidly at that time, and this patent regarded a paint she had created for portrait work. Rebecca indicated in the specification or disclosure that other paints for portraits used a grinding process, and this left foreign material, limiting how fine the portrait details could be. In Rebecca's paint, she mixed the following items: aniline dye, distilled water, boiled distilled water, powdered gum arabic, gelatin, white sugar, and alcohol. These apparently resulted in a paint that could be used for, quotes, fine staining of portraits, unquote. In June 1907, Rebecca filed on her second invention and received her patent on July 4, 1911. This was US 997101, and it was entitled Process of Preparing Backgrounds on Pile Fabric. In the specification, she indicated that people normally use a small stick to put color on fabrics, and such a stick carries a limited amount of color. In her process, she stretched the fabric, with design already stamped thereon, on top of a drawing board and put color at one spot, normally an edge. Then she used a cotton ball or something like it to gradually move color from the heaviest colored spot to areas of less color. This allowed her to shade at will, and she produced a graduated tint. Another way to say this is that she rubbed the darkest shade of color to the lightest shade. There is no record that I found regarding whether Rebecca ever received any remuneration for her inventions. However, she did consider herself an artist, as indicated by census information, and she worked at times in businesses that at least touched on the arts, a copy shop and a portrait company. In fact, she must have had some impact in the art field, so she is listed in the Dictionary of Women Artists, an International Dictionary of Women Artists born before 1900, by Chris Petty's Boston, G.K. Hale and Company, 1985. However, she is also listed in Publications in Southern California Art, volumes 1 through 10, as Miss R.T. Swenning. Yet none of these listings really tells about her artistic works. Unfortunately, there were no other references to her art, and none of her art creations could be found. Furthermore, neither of her patents had any drawings. Nevertheless, Rebecca did copyright some art pieces, and a patent gazette painted a word picture about some of her pieces. These were copyrighted September 21st, 1908. 1. Bunch of columbines, leaves and buds, spider web and fly in background, spider suspended from web. 2. Bunch of cornflowers and wheat with spider web and fly. 3. Cluster of grapes, purple and green grapes, leaves and fine curved vines. 4. Cluster of grapes, purple and green grapes, leaves of 4 straight vines. 5. Moonlight scene, stork and infant in pond, log cabin in background. 6. Spray of baby blue eyes and bleeding hearts, leaves and buds, 3 flying bees. 7. Spray of daisies and buttercups with spider web and fly. 8. Spray of trumpet flowers, leaves and buds. 9. Teddy bears and national flag with California scenery. 10. Bunch of apple blossoms, leaves and buds, 4 bees, spider web, and fly. R.T. Swenning also had one trademark, number 70945, and this was, quotes, indelible ink, indelible tapestry ink, and indelible fixative, unquotes. Unfortunately, the trademark is no longer available for viewing. Rebecca apparently remained single throughout her life and had no children. Hence, her only enduring creations are the unknown art and her 2 patents, a few copyrights, and a trademark. I wish more details of her story were available, but perhaps a modicum of anonymity was her wish. If that's the case, then she most certainly succeeded in her desire.